Jeans. Anybody else who wants to sneak out now since your friends are always on the set? It's all right with me. Anybody else want to sneak out? Get the hell out, man. Now you're wondering what's in the bag. You'll see. Yeah. Getting old too is cracking me up. Old people. Yeah, I'm old. People say, you look tired. I'm like, because I am tired. I'm 54 years old. I'm tired. You know what? Oh, guess what? The iPhone 7 is here. The iPhone 7 is here. As they shouted in the Sprint store on Thursday when I went with my Android G4, I believe it's called, which was state-of-the-art 10 months ago. When I got it, when the screen went black and I went there to get it replaced, they didn't have it in stock. And I'm standing in line and I had to pee so bad and I'm dancing. And I said to the girl, where's the men's room? She said, it's at the Petco next door. And they don't even have a fucking bathroom in the Sprint store. But the iPhone 7 is coming. So I said, listen, can I just make an appointment for Friday to come in and get my blah, 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 not the non-exploding thing. She's like, oh my God, no. This is exactly why I'm, she's there. The iPhone 7 is coming. We are completely booked. Fuck that shit. You know what? This is a fucking telephone, ladies and gentlemen. You can do this. You can drop it. You can stare at it all night long, ladies, and suck in your cheeks, but it's not going to take your picture. This is a fucking telephone. Yeah, I'm old. I'm 54 years old, and I was raised without a racist bone in my body, but because I am a white man of privilege now, I'm a racist, so the media tells me. You know what? I decided I'm going to start saying whatever I want, whenever I want, because it's okay for everybody else to. Right?
Yes.
I was at a cocktail party. I was at an art gallery opening in Miami a little while back, and there was this stunning Hispanic woman I'll never forget. She had jet black long hair. She had a martini in this hand and a cigarette in this hand. And I was sitting on an ottoman talking to my friend Joan, and we made eye contact, and I swear to God I heard her, she went, didn't hurt my feelings, I could care less. So anyway, we look around the room, we make eye contact a few minutes later, and I swear to God, she sneezed, and it was just the grossest thing, one of those giant green adolescent rubber snot balls. And she went, and sucked it back in. And the people, and it wasn't a loud party, people were like, oh my Lord, what was that? And I go, it was her! Snot bubble! Fuck you. Fuck man. I'm walking my dog the other day in my South Park pajamas with a big hole in the crotch because I make no excuses for the way I look. Alright, and I'm walking the dog and I'm smoking a cigarette and the dog's taking a little poop and here comes this, there's all this traffic at the four-way stop at Nebraska and Stoner Avenue, if anybody's familiar with Stoner Park in West LA. Alright, and this Indian guy in a Mercedes comes flying up the wrong side of the road and I assume he's going to try and maneuver his way around the four-way stop. Well, somebody turns, he slams on his brakes. He's right here, I'm right here, his window's down. I had to say it, I go, that's how people die. And he goes, fuck you, little white cracker! And I said, dude, the turban only looks good on Elizabeth Taylor. But the best one was true story as well. I'm in the supermarket trying to decide whether to buy pumpkin or wheat. This very short, very fat black woman comes strutting up the aisle. And I politely stepped back and I said, pardon me, and she jammed her hand in my face like this and she said, out of my way, reptile! And she kept walking, I stood there and I scratched my head and went, did she just call me a reptile? Couldn't let it go. I followed her up, I tapped her on the shoulder, she turned around and said, I beg your pardon, did you just call me a reptile? She said, that's what I said, reptile. And I said, listen lady, it's 2016 and I'm not afraid to bitch slap a woman. She just ran out the store. Yeah, white man of privilege, that's me. Let me tell you something, I had it hard. Nobody knows how hard I had it growing up. I grew up on the mean streets of Westmead, Bellevue in Nashville, Tennessee. I had to drive a 3-year-old domestic automobile a quarter of a mile to my high school.
Woo!
It was rough.
Woo!
I had to mow a quarter of an acre with a push mower. Nobody knows how hard I had it. Our swimming pool did not have a diving board.
Woo!
Privilege my ass. When I was a senior in high school, everybody went to Bermuda. Where did I go? Fort Lauderdale, because we went to Florida. Hard I had it. Right? I'm serious, getting old. Fuck this shit, man. What is up? Yeah, you know what? Getting old for sure. I'm in fucking, whatchamacallit? The overpriced bougie Bristol Farms, right? What the hell? They're playing music in the supermarkets now at 10 o'clock in the morning, the stuff I used to trip on ecstasy to 20 years ago. You know, and I remember we used to, anybody that's old, we used to call it elevator music and used to laugh at it. Now it's like, well, I'm fucking in there and I'm like, you know, I'm like, what's going on with me? I've been a bartender for 33 years. Because bartending alone, I'm telling you something, that makes me anything but a cracker racist, okay? Because I am white, I'm Christian, I'm gay, I smoke cigarettes inside my home, I eat red meat, I don't speak a word of Spanish, I do not have an unnecessary fake marijuana card, I do not have an unnecessary fake handicap placard, and I do not have an unnecessary fake service dog applique for a poodle. I'm the fucking minority in Los Angeles. Especially that service dog one. I just want to bitch slap. It's for stress. Well, if you're stressed out, stay home. Anywho, yeah, I let the cat out of the bag. I'm gay. Confirmed bachelor, we used to call it, the old homosexual. And you know what? If you got a problem with it, fuck you. Because I'll kick your ass if you get in my face. And I used to be all worried, like, oh my God, somebody's gonna find out I'm queer. I'm a bear. And in the bear world, that's a big old fat guy with body hair and Cody.
Oh, God.
Disrespect, pal. When I was your age, I didn't have a washboard like that, but I was pretty flat, and this is your future. Trust me, boy. The body hair part came when I was about 16. I was always really, ashamed of that, but fuck it, man. When I'm in an intimate situation, my partner's favorite pillow talk is tits. When I take my shirt off at the pool, little kids cry, women scream, and dudes just go, what the fuck, man? But I don't shave nothing. This manscaping stuff, you're standing there in your bathroom holding your wiener, shaving your balls, and you think I'm a queer? Right? True story. Last year I'm at the 24-hour fitness in Santa Monica. I'm getting out of the shower. There's two nice-looking young men. They're several feet apart. One guy is shaving his butt. The other guy is shaving between his legs. And then one guy says, man, Tom Brady got screwed. And it slipped out. I go, man, if you guys were at the 24-hour fitness in West Hollywood right now, you would be getting screwed. And they're like, really? Fuck it, man. Yeah, back to bartending. 33 years I've been bartending bartending. There's a lot of my regulars here tonight. Thank you all so much for coming and being supportive. Yeah. People say, what do you do? I say, I'm a comedian and an actor, which means I'm a bartender. Bartending is a blast, you guys. It truly is. It's just so much fun. But I gotta tell you, sometimes what people are... I'll start this without offending anybody. Now, here's how it goes. People come through, and I've worked in the most wonderful 5-star restaurants in Miami and Nashville and also in Los Angeles, and I've also worked in dive bars where they'll kill you for a pool cue. Right? But anyway, here's how I walk through the door. It's hot in here. It's cold in here. The valet scratched my car. I said, no salami. We wanted a booth. We're friends with the owner. The music's too loud. The music's too soft. And my favorite now is, I was overserved. Screw you if you can't handle your alcohol. My motto is, if you have an airbag, have another. Hello? And listen, ladies, I love you. Here's how it goes, man. Guys are the guys. They're like gin and tonic, martini, shot and a beer. Women, no offense, gals, but as soon as you pick up that drink menu with the handcrafted cocktail, my left eye starts twitching. I'm looking at my watch going, I've got 5 other customers that are waiting, and now I've got to deal with fucking infused raspberry fresh mint and cucumber. That you're going to take one sip of and say, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. Of course! I mean, who the fuck mixes mint, cucumber, and raspberry? Dumbass. Oh my God, my boss sees this, he's going to get so fired. I usually get fired every 3 years like clockwork for my attitude. This is the longest bar gig I've had. at Wolfgang Steakhouse by Wolfgang's Wiener, Beverly Hills, wearing their Wednesday through Saturday. For your viewing pleasure. But I usually get fired for my attitude. It's always something like this. Some drunk at the bar will be like, I can tell the difference between Grey Goose and Smirnoff and a Bloody Mary. And I'm like, yeah, you fucking cannot, Tom. And then it's like, eh. Then I can see you in Human Resources, Robert. Back to bars. Women in bars, bless your hearts. Here are white women in bars. We'd like to taste every one of your 26 wines by the glass because we've recently been to Napa. And we want something that's earthy, plummy, jammy, and cheap. Black women in bars. I want a strawberry pina colada with extra strawberries. I do not want to pay for those extra strawberries. I can't taste no alcohol in bed. Persian women. It is your job to read me the wine list. I do not do that. That is the help's job, is to read me the wine list. True story. A couple years ago, I'm walking along with all these plates, and there's these two Persian women sitting at a table, my age, dripping in gold. Like every time I put a gallon of gas in my Buick, their bank account goes, ting, 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 ting. And this woman looks at me out of the blue with a dismissing hand. She goes, look at you. A man of your age doing this for a living, you should be ashamed. And she and her girlfriend were like, ha 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 ha. And the rest of the room was silent. People were staring. And I stopped with all the plates and I go, listen, lady, the reason I can do this for a living is because I don't have someone like you who's sucking the life out of me. Asian women in bars. I don't get it. They never order booze, they just take pictures of the food. I'm a smoker, I make no apologies for it. You know those commercials that they used to run on TV about, speak up about secondhand smoke, California, stamp it out, say something. I kept auditioning for the part of the guy on the patio downstairs that was like, and blew the smoke up into the baby's room. That reminds me of a story too. That reminds me of a story about being gay. Most of my buddies were just straight fellas, we're all just good buddies, but when we get a little buzz, they have questions, which is natural. So I'm with a buddy of mine the other day, and we're shooting some tequila, and we're outside having a cigarette, and he goes, Bob, I gotta ask you something. I'm like, what? He goes, are you a pitcher or a catcher? And I'm like, you know what, that depends on how much scotch I've had. And he's like, oh, okay. And he goes, one more question. I'm like, what? And he goes, does the pitcher generally pay for dinner? And I go, yeah, it's customary. And I said, let me ask you a question. How come you'll eat pussy, but you won't eat clams? He said, clams don't moan. I was just diagnosed recently with driver's Tourette's. It's really serious, and on my mother's grave, it's a fact. Like, I'll be driving along, and anybody that's ever ridden in the car with me can attest to this, and I'll be driving along, and I'll be like, wow, I can't wait to get to the beach. It's a beautiful day, man. Then we'll drive up to Neptune's Net and have some lunch. And you motherfucking bitch in the 3 Series BMW that is no doubt on a 5-year lease. You can't see the goddamn lens or have a turn signal. Anyway, Neptune's Net has the best crab cakes. That's my time. Thank you, man.